Chapter 7. This I say, fire is more venerable in formation, for even the unsubdued things are subdued in it, and it mocks that which perishes easily by means of its burning. But neither is it venerable, for it is subject to the waters. But rather the waters are more venerable than it fire, because they overcome fire and weaken the earth with fruits. But I will not call them God either, for the waters subside under the earth and are subject to it. But I will not call it a goddess either, for it is dried by the sun and subordinated to man for his work. More venerable among the gods, I say, is the sun, for with its rays it illuminates the whole universe and the various airs. Nor will I place among the gods the one who obscures his course by means of the moon and the clouds. Nor again shall I call the moon or the stars gods, because they too at times during the night dim their light. Listen, Terah my father, I shall seek before you the God who created all the gods supposed by us to exist. For who is it, or which one is it who made the heavens crimson and the sun golden, who has given light to the moon and the stars with it, who has dried the earth in the midst of the many waters, who set you yourself among the things and who has sought me out in the perplexity of my thoughts? I only God will reveal himself by himself to us. Chapter 8. And it came to pass as I was thinking things like these with regard to my father Terah in the court of my house, the voice of the Mighty One came down from the heavens in a stream of fire, saying and calling, Abraham, Abraham. And I said, Here I am. And he said, You are searching of the God of gods, the Creator, in the understanding of your heart. I am he. Go out from Terah, your father, and go out of the house, that you too may not be slain in the sins of your father's house. And it came to pass as I went out, I was not yet outside the entrance of the court, that the sound of a great thunder came and burned him and his house and everything in his house, down to the ground, 40 cubits. Chapter 9. Then a voice came speaking to me twice, Abraham, Abraham. And I said, Here I am. And he said, Behold, it is I, fear not, for I am before the world and mighty, the God who created previously, before the light of the age. I am the protector for you and I am your helper. Go, get me a 3-year-old heifer, a 3-year-old she-goat, a 3-year-old ram, a turtle-dove, and a pigeon, and make me a pure sacrifice. And in this sacrifice I will place the ages. I will announce to you guarded things, and you will see great things which you have not seen, because you desired to search for me, and I called you my beloved. But for 40 days abstain from every kind of food cooked by fire, and from drinking of wine, and from anointing yourself with oil. And then you shall set out for me the sacrifice, which I have commanded you, in the place which I will show you on a high mountain. And there I will show you the things which were made by the ages and by my word, and affirmed, created, and renewed. And I will announce to you in them what will come upon those who have done evil and just things in the race of man. Chapter 10. And it came to pass when I heard the voice pronouncing such words to me, that I looked this way and that. And behold, there was no breath of man. And my spirit was amazed, and my soul fled from me. And I became like a stone, and fell face down upon the earth, for there was no longer strength in me to stand up on the earth. And while I was still face down on the ground, I heard the voice speaking, Go, Ayael of the same name, through the meditation of my ineffable name, consecrate this man for me and strengthen him against his trembling. The angel he sent to me in the likeness of a man came, and he took me by my right hand and stood me on my feet. And he said to me, Stand up, Abraham, friend of God who has loved you, let human trembling not enfold you. For lo, I am sent to you to strengthen you and to bless you in the name of God, Creator of heavenly and earthly things, who has loved you. Be bold and hasten to him. I am Iel, and I was called so by him who causes those with me on the seventh expanse, on the firmament, to shake, a power through the medium of his ineffable name in me. I am the one who has been charged according to his commandment, to restrain the threats of the living creatures of the cherubim against one another, and I teach those who carry the song through the medium of man night of the seventh hour. I am appointed to hold the Leviathans, because through me is subjugated the attack and menace of every reptile. I am ordered to loosen Hades and to destroy those who wondered at the dead. I am the one who ordered your father house to be burned with him, for he honored the dead. I am sent to you now to bless you in the land which he whom you have called the Eternal One has prepared for you. For your sake I have indicated the way of the land. Stand up, Abraham, go boldly, be very joyful and rejoice. And I also rejoice with you, for a venerable honor has been prepared for you by the Eternal One. Go, complete the sacrifice of the command. Behold, I am assigned to be with you and with the generation which is predestined to be born from you. And with me Michael blesses you forever. Be bold, go. Chapter 11. And I stood up and saw him who had taken my right hand and set me on my feet. The appearance of his body was like sapphire, and the aspect of his face was like chrysolite, and the hair of his head like snow. And a kitteris was on his head, its look that of a rainbow, and the clothing of his garments was purple. And a golden staff was in his right hand. And he said to me, Abraham, and I said, Here is your servant. And he said, Let my appearance not frighten you, nor my speech trouble your soul. Come with me. And I will go with you visible until the sacrifice, but after the sacrifice invisible forever. Be bold and go. Chapter 12. And we went, the two of us alone together, 40 days and nights. And I ate no bread and drank no water, because my food was to see the angel who was with me, and his discourse with me was my drink. We came to God mountain, glorious Horeb. And I said to the angel, Singer of the Eternal One, Behold, I have no sacrifice with me, nor do I know a place for an altar on the mountain, so how shall I make the sacrifice? And he said, Look behind you. And I looked behind me. And behold, all the prescribed sacrifices were following us, the calf, the she-goat, the ram, the turtle-dove, and the pigeon. And the angel said to me, Abraham. And I said, Here I am. And he said to me, Slaughter all these and divide the animals exactly into halves. But do not cut the birds apart. And give them to the men whom I will show you standing beside you, for they are the altar on the mountain, to offer sacrifice to the Eternal One. The turtle-dove and the pigeon you will give to me, for I will ascend on the wings of the birds to show you what is in the heavens, on the earth and in the sea, in the abyss, and in the lower depths, in the Garden of Eden and in its rivers, in the fullness of the universe. And you will see its circles in all.